continuing from the other day. Pulled the dash out, pulled the steering column out, finished getting the rest of the sound deadening off. This car was very crudely stripped back in the day. You know, it was just quick and dirty. That's the way they used to build these things. It was just, you know, spec race class, so they figured the thing was gonna get wrecked again. This is Gavin. This is Callum's little brother.
My little brother, Gavin. Gavin Nuisance.
Professional race car driver.
Professional car crasher.
Custom auto body extraordinaire.
We call him Gavin Nuisance.
Gavin Nuisance. The governor, if you want
The
to
governor,
nice.
yeah.
Known by many names.
Legendary.
Legendary. Gavin Nuisance.
All right, well, let's get to it. I like a little bit larger wheel just because these things are manual. They're steering box cars, no power steering in this thing. And then the actually trick ticket is putting the power steering box in the car because it's slightly faster ratio or quicker ratio. So put a little bit larger steering wheel in it, and I have to sit so far back that I usually have to put like either a big hub extender or like a deep dish steering wheel on it. So anyways, she'll be going bye-bye, probably in the trash. Keep the hub adapter just because, and probably toss this thing. Or we're gonna put in Gavin's 300ZX.
Nah, dude, he's already got a Nardi.
No, we're gonna put a Hot Boy steering wheel in here for you, Gavin.
What's
This
that
was
one?
a trick shit back in the day. A Grant, dude.
Grant. Dude, that's the Amazon special nowadays.
Nowadays, but back in the day, Grant was a nice steering wheel. There. There you go. And outside.
You need, yeah, you get it. Get him like a little foam pad.
You're small enough to just. Yeah, let me get you a
Just the shortest end of the short stick.
little Gavin-sized knee pad too.
There you go. Dude,
Look at that thing.
living
There,
in
sit your ass
luxury.
up there. There you go.
No, dude, I was the worst employee at my first job. I worked at America's Tire, and I think I was making $12 or $13 an hour, whatever minimum wage was. But I was so into cars, I would buy and sell and flip cars, and I would just not show up to go buy a car, to go buy it, to fix it, to flip it, because I would make, you know, a couple $1,000 instead of
Use a
making
flathead, Gavin.
$40. It was just way more worth it to go do that than it was to actually
Go to work.
go to work. Yeah, I was probably the worst employee.
Look, I didn't even have to unfucking do the fuel pressure gauge.
That gauge was probably hooked up really well.
Dude, this thing was working great.
Is this a plugger in there?
Good fuel pressure gauge there. Brand new. Brand new old. My brand new 5-year-old car.
Brand new 5-year-old car. That's my line, dude.
All right, we're almost ready to come out now.
Does that column tilt at all?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
It's a Mazda. They didn't know what they were doing.
Oh.
Nah.
Oh, he's a Nissan guy, dude.
They didn't figure it out.
Attaboy. Too much sentimental value, dude.
I don't like dealing with people.
Dude, that is the biggest problem these days, marketplace.
Yeah.
I don't sell anything for under $100. My favorite thing to tell people is when they message me and they're like, I post something for $50, or no, not $50, $100. I don't sell anything for less than $100.
Yeah, you just contradicted yourself,
No, I
dude.
know, I look like an idiot now. But
Now.
when people say, oh, I'll give you $80, I just say, oh, dude, I don't get off the couch for less than $100. That is my favorite thing to tell people.
Yeah, they don't really like that,
They don't.
which is fine. All right, she's coming out.
Oh, did we lie? No, we're dialed.
You want to come out this way?
Who's winning the war?
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, go out your side, because I got a wall over here. And a chain. We need a
Dash is out.
dash is out.
Dash goes on shelf.
I'm-
Just let it blow at the windshield.
I am generally impressed with how squishable this still is.
Oh, I know. These, unfortunately, are a little,
Oh yeah, those are brittle.
little
It's the
iffy,
black plastic.
But
Do you like the squishy stuff, Kim?
Oh, I love squishy stuff, dude. No, but it's just like the
pliability
impressiveness
of it,
of
that's
how
still
it's
around.
still pliable, how it still moves.
It's just so soft and supple after all these years.
Very soft and supple after all these years. That is
80.
a great way to put it.
now that we got the dash out, we're gonna finish getting like the heater core and whatnot out. The rest of the wiring harness that's tucked back in there. Pull the steering column out, get that out of our way. That way we can get up to the top of the firewall over the transmission tunnel, finish getting rid of the rest of the sound deadening off of it. Still got heater core lines on this thing out here.
Which is nice.
So got to pull those off. He's got to be careful because we want to keep that heater core in one piece. We'd like to reuse that thing if possible, if it's in good enough condition.
You do what my dad did one time and slices. He was cutting like this and he somehow did that.
He doesn't even know how to use the tool. He's wearing the shirt. Wearing the shirt, doesn't know how to use the tool.
Steering shaft. And
This thing's never going to be in running order ever again.
yeah, that's pretty much how the rest of the Forest projects go. But see, we're here. He's
What?
not working on it by himself. Gavin even knows the dirt on you, dude. He said,
What?
like all Forest other cars, this thing's never going to be running again.
Oh, get out of here, dude. My Can-Am runs.
Can-Am? Well, that's because I was helping you work on it.
Oh, no,
That's what I said. I said, since we're here helping him, it'll run again.
You know, if it wasn't for this guy, I think I'd have 3 broken cars.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
You would have at least.
And that's the whole purpose of all of this.
You would have at least 2 broken cars. See, but you got a lot of debt to me now. So one day you're gonna come over and you're just gonna have to work on my cars with me until midnight, until the cars work.
You might finally have to get that 350Z working.
I might have to get that 350Z working. Are we doing something?
Yeah, but
Am I just playing with your shaft here?
You like the hinge up?
Oh, we're loose, dude. You
Oh
got
yeah,
coffee
we
on
definitely did that wrong.
me. We did it wrong?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I kind of thought that was gonna happen. I thought we were doing something wrong. It felt wrong. Not
That
gonna
was
lie.
like completely wrong.
Yeah, we're leaking now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was completely wrong.
Well, that's all right. You got a new steering box you're putting in, right?
Yeah, but that was completely wrong because this thing doesn't want to separate.
Okay, so should
Guide
I-
that back in.
No, you guide. I'll guide. I like guiding. That's a good job. Okay.
Yeah, that was completely wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
It smells like gear oil. This is where Force is putting so much faith in you right now.
This is what we brought you here for. Every moment has been leading up to this for you, Gavin.
Yeah.
This is your time to shine. There's a little tab right here.
It's Astro Glide, right?
We're pulling out the roots of the rainbow tree.
The roots of the rainbow tree. What about sound deadening, Forrest?
So we're going to get cleaned up here from pulling the harness out and getting all like the soft insulation panels off of the firewall. Once we're done with that, we're going to start playing with cleaning up some of the sound deadening. Yeah, what we're gonna do is go through the, we'll show you in the few little spots here where we still have some big chunks of sound deadening, how easy it would come off if we were just to put dry ice on it, or if we were to just blast it with the computer duster cans for the spots where it's hard and upside on the, comes up the ridge or whatever, where it's hard to stack dry ice against it. Or like on the back here, for instance, if you were having to strip this back here, it's hard to keep dry ice up top up here. So right there, if you did have a can of computer duster like Callum loves to use, you could just chisel this stuff off real nice and easy because you just freeze it with the computer duster. But for the rest of this, you would regularly use just like dry ice is the easiest way to do it, because then you can just smack it with a hammer, it pops off in a big sheet, nice and easy. But unfortunately, like I said, this was done a long time ago, so we're gonna have to go through and figure out how to get all these big chunks off. So we're probably gonna break the dry ice up in a bunch of little pieces. And then I also got a bunch of isopropyl alcohol at a high alcohol content, so it doesn't gum up, as Callum was mentioning.
Gel
up. Gum up, gel up, same shit, right?
Yeah.
But that way we can try to get in all the little crevices. That way we don't have to sit here with a wire wheel forever, or make Gavin sit here with a wire wheel forever. So you can just take, one way to do this is you can just take dry ice. If you have a flat surface area, you can usually leave it in big chunks.
Like floor panels, spare tire.
Yeah, exactly. Floor panel, spare tire area. You want to get as much surface area covering it as you can. More contact, the colder it'll get, more temperature will pull out of the stuff, freeze it.
Same thing when you put the alcohol in it.
So that would be good for areas like this in the bottom of the floor pans. You want it kind of broken up as you're getting up humps and things like that and over different areas, just because it conforms to it a little easier and whatnot.
This is really the floorboard method. You ready? You probably don't want to breathe that.
We're gonna try that over here on the floor. We're gonna leave this, let it chill for a second, and then we'll pour it across the floor here. So we're gonna pull this dry ice now. We've let it set for a few minutes here. We're gonna get this off into the bucket. See if this will crack off like we want it to. There we go. So that's what's nice about using dry ice. As you can tell here, a much cleaner surface is left as well. Barely any residue is left behind. Very easily cleanable with like alcohol or whatever, like we're putting in the bucket here. Let's try that. Oh, that's definitely leaking onto the concrete down below now. Let's see how this works. Lock that hole up at least for a minute. I don't know if I'm a fan of this, Callum.
I mean, it's the same thing as the dry ice. It's gonna work way better when there's a full sheet of it.
Our third option we've got here is another one that Callum brought to our attention. We're gonna try. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this alcohol as we just talked about, but the spray duster option makes sense. You're just freezing the stuff. So up here again, we've got a little section on the top of the transmission tunnel. We're going to give it a blast. So we're gonna give this a little rip here. I don't know if that's too much or too little. We're gonna find out. Never done this before, but it looks like it's pretty well frosted over. I probably did way too much, just totally wasting the
Hear it
can.
crackling, huh?
This one's working pretty well. At least I did. I burned through probably half the can doing that one spot right there.
It's definitely very wasteful.
Not the
It wouldn't be good for getting rid of all of it, but in the hard to reach sections, it would be pretty good.
I honestly think you're just making a mess.
Yeah, more than likely, but it looks cool.
Oh, now I can smell the alcohol. Jesus.
Yeah.
Whew.